Hello everybody!
How's it, guys?
Today we're going to do a really exciting video. We're going to be doing the baby names that we love but won't be using for this baby that we're going to be having in October. So Russ is going to do his names. He researched some names so kindly because it's not actually his favorite topic. It is one of my favorite things, names. I just love it. I don't know why. I have an English brain. I love English, I love words, I love writing, so I love this topic. I can talk about it for days. But he so nicely looked at names and names that he would want to name our baby, right? Or the names that you like, right?
Yeah, I was looking through names for hours this morning, thousands and thousands of names. So I have my list ready to go.
I've been asking him to do this for literally months. So finally, thank you YouTube, he's doing it. And I'm so excited because I don't know the names that he's chosen. He probably knows the names that I've chosen just from me mentioning them 1,000 times, but
not really, because you've mentioned thousands of names, so...
yeah. True, yeah. So I don't know the ones that he's chosen at all, so this is going to be very interesting. So you're going to go first.
Okay.
Right. Should we start with... Okay, so for those who don't know, we're having a boy. Yay, we're having a boy. So girls' names, it's obvious why we won't be using them, but the boys' names, I think we'll elaborate a little bit more on why we won't be using them, right?
Although we did leave out the girls' names that we like, that we would possibly use in the future, but yeah, because we didn't want anyone else to use it.
Yeah, they're like 3 or 4, I think like 4, like first and second names that are possibilities for if we have a future girl. So we are leaving those out.
Absolutely.
But...
So we'll start with the boys and then we'll go to the girls.
Okay.
So let's get on to my list.
Ooh.
Okay, so the first one is...
I was like looking at your
No,
list.
don't look.
I didn't see anything, I promise.
I'm gonna hide it now.
I promise.
Someone's cheated. Okay, so the first one is Kai. I think it's very cute, you know?
I never expected you to choose that name. I never expected.
And I like the fact, well, actually I chose the names first and then I googled the meanings. So I didn't actually choose the names based on the meanings. However, I love the meaning of the name. It means sea. So, and it's Hawaiian original number. So
that is really nice.
Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised. Not that I think his taste is bad or anything, because we actually have similar taste. We agree on a lot of things when it comes to taste. So it makes it easy. So I don't think I have to put it out there. I think he has good taste. But I think that this is like something that I wouldn't expect from you. And I like it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's very nice.
This is actually one of my favorite names on the list.
Really?
Because I love short names.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
short names, and my whole family is named after very short names.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to remember, and I think it's just nice to call someone with a short name, you know. So that's the first name.
Love it.
Okay, because we plan to live by the sea very soon.
That's my dream, is to like just live on the beach. I can just go to the beach all the time. That's my dream. So yeah, I love it. And I love the ocean. It's so soothing and like relaxing, regulating. Yeah.
Okay, so the second name is Liam.
Liam, that's a beautiful name.
So it's an Irish name, and it means strong-willed and warrior and protector. So I feel that that's like quite a nice strong boy's name. It's
a beautiful name. It's the short form of William. So it's like the end of William. But it's very common. And you know, I actually don't mind common names. It doesn't really put me off at all if I like the name enough. You know, if I absolutely love the name. If it's common, that's fine for me. But Liam, for me, it's a beautiful name. I feel like I know too many people with the name Liam, or who have named their child Liam now, and it's kind of like just theirs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
but I can imagine Liam to be a smart little boy, you know?
Yeah.
And a smart adult, you know, when he grows up. I mean, I think it's a very, very nice name. It's not a name only for a baby and not a name for a male, you know. So
it's a nice sounding name, and it's cute and also like serious. I like that.
And I love the meaning, the strong-willed and protector and warrior.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. If he's anything like his mom, he will be strong-willed. So, and dad actually,
Yeah.
very strong-willed. So yeah, I like that.
Okay, so next name is Jasper.
Jasper.
Okay, so Jasper, I used to have a friend back in the day called Jasper. If he's watching this, what up? I don't think he would be because he was a friend from way back. But it's a Persian origin name and it means treasure, which is really nice. I mean, having a child's name that means treasure is really beautiful. You know?
By the way, I think this name might also be on my list. And I think I've mentioned it to you before.
Yeah, I think you have.
Yeah, I think it's a very posh name. Like, I find it a very, like, upper class name, Jasper. But do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the movie The Holiday. You know that guy who screws her over? Kate Winslet's character in The Holiday, where they switch the houses.
Okay, yes.
And she's always like, Jasper. Do you know? She was like, Jasper. So it reminds me of that. But I really like the name.
The way you said it now it actually reminds me of a Vespa. which is not great now.
No, but it's a nice sounding name. It actually is a very nice sounding name.
It is. Yeah.
But she was saying the name in pain, you know, like, so. But it's like, I really like that name. So far, amazing. Like, I really like the selections.
Very good. I'm glad.
We have very similar taste, I think.
So the next name is Matteo.
Matteo.
Which I like as well. And I love the meaning, which is, it's actually a Spanish origin name, and it means gift of God, you know, is, that's what a baby is, right? It's a gift from God.
I love that meaning. Really love that meaning. Matteo, I like the name, but I just think for us it does not suit. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's the nationality that is the problem there. Yeah. But I still think it's a beautiful name.
It's a beautiful name. Especially with the O ending, I like it. It's like soft but strong, which I love that in names. But I think for us, that name doesn't suit our child. Like, you know, do you know what I mean?
I think it suits more of a child with like longer blonde hair, like a surfer.
Oh my gosh, yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does, yeah. Yeah, okay. It actually sounds European, the name. Yeah,
but we would, like we said, we choose these names that we think are the most beautiful that we will not be using, you know. So there are reasons why we would not be using these names.
Yeah, that's a good name. I like it.
Next one is Mason. So this name actually sparked the Kardashians in me.
Yeah.
Because one of the child's
I would not expect that from you at all. It's like the last thing.
Because I think we've spoken about this child quite a few times from the Kardashians. Which I think it's one of Kim and... No, it's one of Kourtney's babies, right? So, and I think you've spoken about him a lot.
I spoke about it because it's really interesting that they named their child that, because it means the same thing as the surname Kardashian. So I think the surname Kardashian means stonemason, and the child's name is after that too. So I thought that was like really thoughtful. I was like, wow, that's actually really thoughtful what they chose there. So I liked that. I like it when people tie in meaning and it's not like obvious, you know. So yeah, that's why I spoke about it.
So I liked it until I actually saw the meaning of it. A person that works with stone, so like a stone maker. I don't really like that. Yeah,
we don't have a tie to that.
Yeah, because, I mean, definitely it could symbolize a hard worker, which we kind of are, and a lot of South Africans are. You know, we hard workers. We work down to the bone. You know, it could symbolize that in the long run. But yeah, so this is something that I didn't really like because it didn't have.
What I like about the name is it's like a cheeky name.
Yeah.
Like Mason, it's like a playful and a cheeky name. I really like that. But it's also got a tie to like Freemason, which I don't particularly like.
I realized that when I said it a few times, yeah.
That for me is the most off-putting thing about the name. But if you don't think about that, it's like a nice little cheeky name, and it suits a cheeky boy, cheeky-looking boy, you know?
Next one is Calvin. Okay. Why like that?
It just reminds me of Calvin Klein. You know?
Okay. Yeah. I like the name. I don't like the meaning. It means a little bold one. So, and my family, we have a lot of hair. So I don't think it's going to be a bald one, any of our children that are coming to. And Kimberly also
Well, when it's born, it will probably be bald.
Of course, yeah. Or maybe not. You never know.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I like C names. I like names that start with C. So I do like it, but it's not like amazing. Like, it doesn't do anything for me in the soul, you know?
See, I looked through names like for hours this morning, and I did it all in one sitting. So it's not like something that I've been working towards for a long time, this list.
No, it's a good list. I'm very impressed.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is I looked through thousands of names, and it was so hard to get 10 names for a boy and 10 names for a girl, because I'm so stubborn when it comes to names. I mean, how many times do you say to me, do you like this name? I'm like, no.
Yeah. He's very picky, but I think it's good to be picky, honestly. So if your child is one of these names, or if you're named one of these names, just know he's really picky. I'm also really picky, by the way. Yeah.
So the next one is Remy with an I.
Remy?
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
I also like that name.
I really like that.
And it means oarsman, which is basically rows a boat, you know. So it could symbolize a lot of things. But yeah, I like the name. Remy is very.
I like
very
the name
beautiful
a lot.
and I like it with the I, not the Y at the end.
I have like a long form of that on my list, so don't think too much.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I think he knows. Yeah.
The next one is Leonardus, which means the son of a lion. And it also goes back to the Roman times. So in those gladiator films and those movies, you get a lot of Leonardus, strong son of the lion.
That is so interesting that you like Leonardus over Leonardo or Leo. Leo is like a very popular name right now. It's like a cool name right now.
I like names with a S at the end, you know, Leonardus.
I did not know
I
that.
like names with like an I at the end of it, you know, something that like basically comes off the tongue very easily, you know.
Ah, okay. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I don't think I've thought about that name much, surprisingly. So I'm quite surprised by that one. And maybe it could grow on me. Like, one of the girls' names that we like really love so much was actually his name that he liked the most for a girl. And at first I was like, what? And then it like really grew on me, and I like love it now. So I think, yeah, it could grow on me, that name. I just haven't given it much thought.
So the next one is Luca. So it means bringer of light, which is really nice. And I do believe that our child has brought a lot of light to us.
Yeah.
And especially for you being through the chronic illness phase of your life. And actually this child has brought you further out of it than you've ever been, you know?
Yeah, healing and joy. Yeah, I really like that name because it's got like some good letters in there, you know, like Luca. That's like, it's a nice sound. It's a very common name nowadays. It's very popular. I see why it's popular, but it's very popular. I don't know if I would use it for me. But I like the sound. I really like it. It's like, it's fun to say. It feels good to say that name, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
Luca, it feels good. I like it.
And then the last one is also in the same context. It means God has healed. So definitely our child has healed you in a big way.
I like that.
And the name is Raphael, which is very, very nice, you know?
I freaking love that name. Like, I absolutely love that name. I think the name Raphael is just one of the ultimate names for a boy. I really do think that.
So maybe I've messed up that I've actually
No,
said it in the
we
video.
have that name in the family already.
Yeah.
So your cousin's son is called Raphael, and also I think it was after your grandpa.
Yes.
And I have somebody in the family also, Raphael, who's like passed for a long time. So it's a beautiful choice, and it's something that's very tempting to choose. But I think we'll do something more ours. Since your cousin named their...
Yeah, we can't really copy, you know. It will be like copying, basically.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I'd rather have them have their name. And so, but it's an absolutely beautiful name. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Love it. It's on my list. It's like one of my top favorites. Yeah. So, you ended with a bang.
Absolutely. Now,
I really like your list. Oh my gosh, that's like so good.
Now it's your turn.
I should have put you to this earlier because you're coming up with some good ideas. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So my first one.
Just remember, I'm very picky, so if my facial expressions change throughout the video,
you know
why.
Yeah, it's not that it's a bad name. It's just that he has a second thought. But tell us what it is that puts you off the name. Okay?
I will.
Because he has like a whole lot. I think this is actually a male thing. Like he has a whole lot of reasons why, no, not this one, because it sounds like this, or it reminds me of this, or something like that. So yeah, so share with us what it is. So the first name is Levi.
Levi is, it's one of my best friend's brother's name. But I really like the name. I really like it. It also reminds me of Levi jeans, you know, so high brand, you know. So
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
I think it's like a cool thing.
It's a really nice name. I like it. Yeah, absolutely.
I like the name Levi, but I saw somebody on a forum say that if you switch the letters around, it spells evil, and that put me off. Like that is the thing that put me off the name. Like, can you believe it? Anyway,
it's so crazy that people like find the time to find out these things. You know,
I wish I had never looked at that because now I can't unsee it, and I'm sorry that I did that to you, also, you guys. But that's my reason why. Like one of the only reasons why I wouldn't use that name.
But it's a great first choice, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Second one is Elliot.
Elliot. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. You know.
Yeah.
I think I've said this to you before. Yeah. It's just for me. It feels nothing special. You know.
Yeah.
And I believe that my child is obviously the most special person in this world.
Like
and
we
this
all
is
do.
what we all believe, right?
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's the only reason is it just doesn't. It's not special enough for me.
Yeah. I like that it's like a soft name for a boy, and it does actually flow off the tongue. Elliot. I think it's like an elegant name for a boy and a gentlemanly name. That's why I like it. Okay, the next one is Cruz. I love this name, Cruz.
Cruz is it's a really nice name. I like Cruz. I mean, because we're in the UAE, there are a lot of Filipinos in this country. And Cruz is a big part of their culture.
Yeah, because they have Spanish culture, so they have like it's a common surname.
Yeah.
So it makes you think of a surname. That's what.
And it makes me definitely think of that nationality.
Yeah.
Because a lot of their surnames are De Cruz or something like that.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing, but it just makes you feel like it's not suited to you.
Yes, it makes
to
me
your
feel
culture.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like from another culture. Yeah. Well, our names combined, Kim and Russ, is cross, and Cruz means cross. So
Okay, that's nice. That's very nice.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a cool meaning. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The next one that I put on the list is actually your idea,
Okay.
and you didn't put it on.
I know
Your
because I was thinking of maybe using it in the future.
Oh, okay.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
What?
Aldi.
Yes. Okay, so do you want me to leave that one out?
No, it's fine. We can leave it in. I mean,
Are you sure you don't want to maybe use that?
we having a boy now. We've already decided the name.
But what if we have a boy again?
Then we can come.
Do you want me to leave that one off?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so the name is Elvi.
Elvi is a beautiful name. I love Elvi as a name. You know, I've always loved it. I don't know why, but I always have. So yeah.
It's cute. I think it's really cute. But I just think for us, it's not really suitable. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just feel like for us, it's not really
But I think
the name.
it also comes back to that whole cultural thing. I mean, we don't
Yeah.
really, LV is not really a big part of our culture in terms of names.
No.
And I know a lot of different nationalities where it is a big culture, you know.
Yeah. And I think you saw that name on one of your waiters'
Yes, yeah.
name tags, and that's when you were like really, you liked it a lot.
Yeah. And he was very good employee, so.
Yeah, it's a cute name,
Yeah.
but I think a bit too cute for an adult, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah. I
Okay.
agree.
The next name, okay, you don't have to control your facial expressions because I know this is not his style, but the next name is Arthur. I love the name Arthur.
So Arthur, for me, reminds me of a 90-year-old man.
But that's what's cute.
Someone that has like made a lot of money in their life, so they're very well off, but they are extremely old, and I don't see a little baby. When I call him Arthur, it just for me doesn't do justice. Yeah, that's the only reason why. But
I think it's
a nice
cute.
strong name. It is definitely a nice strong name.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just really like the name Arthur, and it means bear, which I think is so cute also.
Yeah.
I know what you mean about it reminding you of an old man. Like, it kind of reminds me of that too, but in a good way, if that makes sense.
When you say it means bear, it doesn't for me have a symbolism of a cute little bear. It has a symbolism of a bear, you know.
For me, it's like an actual, like, typical baby bear, like that a baby would have, a little teddy bear. For me,
yeah, for
a
me
teddy
it
bear.
doesn't.
Okay.
It's like old and bear.
That is so funny. Okay. I actually don't know if I have 10 names or more than 10, so I'm just gonna put all the names that I have. The next one, okay, so the next one, when I heard this name, it was years ago, and it was like something I had never heard before, but now it's very popular. So now that's the reason why I wouldn't use it, is because I put it on my list because I was like, wow, it was like new. It was like ting, 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 a new name, but now it's not anymore. So the name is Bodhi. Bodhi. B-O-D-H-I. Bodhi.
Doesn't do it for me.
It makes me feel like Zen, you know? It makes me feel like Bodhi. Like,
It honestly makes me feel like the person is from a cult. Sorry to say. I mean, sorry if your name is Bodhi. I mean, this is just...
It's like a surfer name. It's like more surfer name than anything. Like a hippie-ish name, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, not for him.
Culty vibes,
Okay.
you know?
Next one is Caspian.
No.
Caspian.
Sorry, I can't.
Not for you.
No.
Is there a reason why?
Caspian just does not feel like a name to me. It feels like, you know, like it feels like a name that has just, the letters have been moved all over the place, and now it's creating this.
No, it's like the Caspian Sea. You get, it's like the name of a sea in the world.
I feel like it's meant to be called Casper, and everything's just been moved around.
That makes sense. That it's supposed to be Casper, but it's just like been changed.
It's like a jumbled name. This is
Okay.
This is the reason why.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, the next one is Boaz. Boaz.
Exactly the same as the last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a biblical name.
I just feel like it should be called Bo, you know, or something like that, and it's just Boaz. We just add some as at the end of it. You know?
I love that name, by the way. I really love it. But I just think that people might not be able to pronounce. They might be a bit confused when they see the name. That's the only thing. Like, it's maybe a bit too different.
Yeah.
But I love it. Okay, next one that I love. This is one of my top names. But because we're having a boy and we know what we're going to name this boy, and a second choice for a boy's name too, we have already. This would be the third choice, I think. And it is Remington. I love that name.
This is your favorite, I know.
The long of Remy. So Remy would be the...
It's a very cute name. It reminds me of like a little boy in like his rain jacket.
Yeah,
in the rain with his like, you know, with
like
his
Paddington.
umbrella. Yeah,
it's because of Paddington, right?
That's true. Yes,
That's what it reminds me
exactly,
of.
Yeah.
But the thing that put me off it is that in the USA, it's a brand of like guns, of like weapons.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
I think it's got more of a different connotation there. It's
Yeah.
got a different vibe there than it does to us. Like I think of like Paddington, like that kind of thing. And
We just can't go to the US, I guess then.
no, but I think it's like we have friends from the US and all of that as well. But I think that it's different. Like around the world, it's got a very different vibe. You know, so you think you're going for one vibe, but actually it has a different vibe somewhere else. That's how I feel about it, you know. But I think it's an amazing name.
I think it's a naughty boy's name actually.
Yeah. It's a TZ name, like Remington, yeah.
Like innocent boy, but actually he's a little naughty.
Yeah.
Almost like what I was when I was a kid, you know.
Yeah. I like it so much. Anyway. And then the next one is quite similar. It's Ellington.
I love the name, but we bought our apartment from a company called Ellington, so it's almost like it's a property company, and it's it's a beautiful name, but you know it's gone.
That's the reason why I wouldn't
wind.
use it either. We bought our like first home from a company called Ellington, as he said, so that's the reason why for us it's like a no-go. But I think for other people, if you're looking for name ideas, Ellington is actually a really cool name idea.
It is
like,
really cool.
Yeah, and it has like some cool nicknames too. Okay, the next one is Rafferty.
That's nice.
Rafferty.
Yeah, it's almost the same as my last name.
Raphael.
Yeah. Almost the same.
Yeah, Raphael is like more like formal and angelic, and
Rafferty is more like a
playful
and baby kid, you know.
But I also see it as quite a posh name, Rafferty, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I really like that name. It's a cool name. Okay.
We are going on like the 15th name now.
Okay.
I knew this was gonna happen.
It's like maybe 2 or 3 more. Okay. So the next one is Harlan.
It does not do it for me because Harlan, I don't know. Harlan reminds me of like an American football team or American basketball team. The Harlan this and the Harlan that, you know. So yeah, it's not really something that I would choose.
Okay, that's interesting. I would never have thought of that.
Almost like the Harlan Go Troppers or something like that. The way where they call theirs.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna say. Okay, so I have Jasper on my list, but we've already had that. Okay, I have 3 more. Okay, Raphael's on my list, but we've already said. So, Regis.
It reminds me of Saint Regis.
Yes.
But no, I don't like it. It just doesn't seem right for a name. Maybe it's because it's not common at all. And maybe it's gonna take time to get used to it. But for me,
that's what I like about it, is that it's not common. Like I've never heard it before.
Yeah, but sometimes things are way too rare to really. Would it ever get there? We don't know, you know.
Yeah, it takes a brave person to start it, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments if one of you are brave enough to choose that name.
Regis. I think it's a cool name. Okay, I like our names. Okay, next one is
Spencer is a very nice name. However, it reminds me of suspense, and I honestly hate suspense. Like the feeling kills me. It gives me the most anxiety out of anything in the world is the suspense and the waiting and the, you know, I would rather poke my eyes out than actually have suspense and waiting for something
If
big.
he's waiting for news, that is the most anxious you will ever see him. Like if he's waiting for news, like something big, you know? I'm
so anxious that the people around me feel it. That's how anxious I get. I mean, I'm not an anxious person at all, but when I'm waiting for something and the suspense is killing me, it's killing everyone around me.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, I did not know it. I did not like think about that. For me, it reminds me a bit too much of like an undergarment, Spencer. But yeah, that's also true. Okay, so we won't be using that one, I guess.
Definitely not. Otherwise, I'm going to be suspense my whole life, you know.
And the last one, I'm not ending in a bang, but the last one is Ellis.
Ellis.
It's not a bang because it's similar to Ellington, but I like the name Ellis.
My brother had a really good friend named Ellis, so...
Oh, I thought it was very unusual. I don't know anyone called Ellis, so I think that was actually...
I mean, it's a nice
unusual.
name, but it just reminds me too much of like a play, you know? Almost like a Shakespeare play.
Oh.
Like Ellis, you know? Ellis. I don't know, it just reminds me of that for some reason. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I just found it very... also, almost like Elliot, also quite elegant and then simple but different. Simple but different. That's cool. Yeah. Anyway, those are my boys' names. I think we're going to have to do the girls' names in a separate video because this is looking like very long. We seem to have a lot of comments to make on the names.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think we're going to have to do the girls' one in a separate video, right? Do you agree?
Absolutely. So stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll do it in the next video.
Coming up soon.
I hope you guys liked our choices. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and also let us know your guesses on the name that we have chosen
Oh, yeah.
for this baby boy. Let us know your guesses.
And let us know who had the best choices.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah, so was it me or was it Kimberly? And what was your favorite and your worst?
Like, honestly, I would think that I would have the best choices given that how I like names more than you do. But hearing your list, I'm like, wow, oh my god.
I knocked it out the park, right?
You did. You really did. Alright, so we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.